Hello, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is a daily reading for the 8th of May 2024. No signs, just a daily. If you come across this reading, it may be a message in it for you. The oracle card for the day is Show Your Support. So I'm going to read this card firstly. There's literally a relationship here between a male and a female that needs some care and attention, shall we say. So this card reads, take time to encourage a colleague, co-worker, family member or friend. Be a strong shoulder or willing volunteer to run errands. Provide a safe space for another's concern and feelings to be discussed, and be a good listener. Jump in on providing extra time. Sponsor someone else's work. Share in someone's success. All of nature continually shows us the value in creating a strong network. The tree provides shelter and support for many different situations. We are a community, and when we support each other, everyone gains. Now, contemplation is at the base of the deck here, so you may be thinking of showing your support for someone. I actually see possibly quite a difficult relationship here. We have the male and the female cards coming through. And we have there's the card of the colleague and the friend, and we have, I just confirmed the male as having the birds. So the birds have come out twice as a conversation which is likely to happen on this day, or someone would like to have happen. The issue is the snake is at the base of the deck, and this is kind of somebody who's talking out the side of their mouth, you know, or the conversation is around some sort of betrayal or lie or jealousy. Because when the tree appears, yes, it can be a health issue. It's a health and well-being card. But I personally read it as something that's draining, something that needs some care and attention. That may be the relationship, it may be this man, or it may be this woman. What I'm seeing is, in terms of the layout, is the feminine energy here that's being drained by whatever this is. On the dice I have Cancer, so we are again looking at possible relationships. This could be a family matter. It could be someone's asked Cancer and the 8th house of shared resources. Yeah, so there's definitely a connection here. I think personally, from what I'm seeing, that it's one that is very draining. It needs some attention, and you're being asked, or someone else, it is a general reading, to show some support, to encourage someone in some way. So I think what's trying to happen here is that this man wants to have a conversation with the well. It can be about a purifying conversation. So you might want to clear the air. Maybe there's been some sort of disagreement. Now, this could be a long-lasting issue with the tree card being here. It's a card of very slow growth, deep-rooted issues, patience, you know. But it's also something that ultimately this relationship connection needs to be brought into a healthier state in some way. It could be a very firm bond when the tree comes through as well, but it's also one that has gone a bit stagnant or is a bit boring. And then we've got all this conversation. Now, it's not just conversation, the bird. Sometimes it can mean there's a lot of mental chatter, a lot of agitation. It can be nervous excitement. So let's have a wee look. There's definitely some sort of blockage. There's an issue here about, you know, progress or a trip. So this man is the one who's doing the talking. So tell us more about the man for the 8th of May. The book, so he's talking about some secret. I do get this feeling with the well down there. It is a card for me. It can be kind of purging, you know, bringing something to the surface. So here we have the dispute and the conflict, and that somebody wants to, you know, shed some light on it. And we have got now a nod to the blockages and difficulties. This could even be an enemy. So there's some difficulty, something that's draining. It might have been on a long time. Somebody wants to have a sit down, have a chat, clear the air, basically. Okay. This may be somebody who has got a health issue, or it may just be the connection that's not in a particularly healthy state. So let's have a look at the tree. Change. Now, I mean, if it is a health issue, that's a really positive card to see with it. The stork. The stork is about getting above something, change something up. Now, as much as there's delay in terms of progress or transport or a movement, you know, or a trip here, this is saying that is likely to change. It's not going to be easy with the clouds at the base of the deck. There might be some travel issues in terms of weather tomorrow, specifically around flights. But if it is a health issue, it's something that somebody's able to get above. They may be being transferred, but they have to make some sort of changes, I think, in their life or their way of doing something. And that may be where you're being called in to provide some sort of support or aid, you know. Yeah, just time, maybe even just to listen to somebody, because they definitely have something to say. This magnifying glass is when we're looking into something really deeply. There could be somebody who's having some sort of counselling here. We're looking at the details of something. It's a bit too many. So we do have the home card, 444. That might be a number that means something to you. So it can be a family matter, it can be any place. This often comes through for me, but it's not just home, you know, parents, property, that sort of thing. It can also be the workplace, all right? Yeah, so we've got the coffin here. So this can say that something's ending, there's some sort of closure. Obviously it could be the sale of a property that's completing, and that's maybe been draining. There's been a lot of conversation, maybe some difficulties, maybe bringing something together. But and ultimately when the ending comes in, it brings in a new beginning. But this can also say that someone's depressed, someone's feeling sick. So this is someone who really does need some sort of help health-wise. And then we've got the compass. So this is setting a direction. The direction is set towards this feminine energy. And yeah, that's stressful. So we have got some financial stress coming through here in connection with this female energy. It can also sometimes mean something's taking away. You know, there's been like a reduction in money, or there's a lot of expenses. It can also mean a lot of expenses. That may be in connection with property, your motor, any sort of trips, travel, that expenses. There's expenses here. Shows the feminine energy for the 8th of May. So the lily suggests this is somebody who's mature. It can be a mother. And this is somebody who is providing some sort of answer, resolution, opening up something. So again, it's coming back to the fact there is a kind of clearing conversation. There's this masculine energy has a secret, or he's keeping something hidden, or he's got knowledge that he's now prepared to talk about. That is ultimately going to bring in some sort of change, but also an ending. But that may be what he's sharing. So I mean, you know, it could be a colleague and they're having difficulty, you know, with money or with their health or at home, and it's coming up. So last but not least, let's have a look at the second birds. Oh, it's the clover. So this is a light-hearted conversation. I feel that that's maybe how it, you know, eventually transpires, but it certainly doesn't seem to start that way. And there's the masculine energy again. This could be somebody who's leaving work, who is removing some sort of burden. Again, we have the 8th house of shared resources. This is someone you could share property with, share a relationship with, have some connection with financially, and we're looking to possibly even repay some sort of debt here. I mean, there is a feeling with that somebody is going to possibly confess something. Yes. Now again, I don't know what connection you have with this person, whether it is somebody really close to you or somebody you just know casually, but tomorrow is saying that there is going to be a clearing conversation, or at least an attempt to do just that. I mean, and what might start as a kind of serious talk, maybe, you know, ends up something a wee bit more light-hearted. So that's a good sign. Yeah, okay, that's your daily reading. Let me know if you like this sort of content, and I'll maybe keep it up, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.